the emotional pain, which can open the door for you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been 30 minutes.
Implementation intention is a strategy that you can use. If you already want a 40D1.
Like, all right, man.
All right. And today we've got When Rebranding Fails, Cenat by TommyNFG. I told y'all we were putting Tommy back in the rotation for videos. Well, he was technically never in the rotation. I reacted to maybe one video by him. But, you know, we just also reacted to his timeline video for 2025. So we're going to go ahead and react to this because this came out a couple days ago and I'm very interested. So let's go ahead and see.
Some say rebranding as a content creator, artist, or creative anything is a make or break in a lot of people's careers. You can have good creative rebrands, like Speed going from a kid yelling slurs in his mom's basement at 3 a.m. and doing voodoo rituals or whatever you call this.
I think I would still call those rituals.
Genuinely, we gotta ask, what the f was wrong with Speed in 2021? To now becoming one of the biggest live streamers in the world and breaking generations of
a multi-country icon, by the way.
Propaganda from the media. But then you also have creators on the opposite side of rebranding, like Sneeko. Turning from a person who used to be labeled one of the most creative YouTubers on this platform for his unique style of videos, to now having to hang out with the sinister six of streaming and appealing to—
This is a diabolical lineup. The most diabolical lineup I've ever seen. Tate, Sneeko. I forgot this guy's name, but I remember him. I feel like I know that guy's fate. Is that his brother? Still diabolical.
Racist, because that's how much his audiences got diluted. Either have a sand machine grounding your ball sack for 5 minutes, or have your sister in a room with these guys for 5 minutes. Me personally, I'm sorry for my offspring, but y'all can no longer be born. Sometimes these rebrands come naturally though, and I think those are always the best types. Just like how I mentioned Speed earlier, most of his rebranding came from him maturing from being a teenager that grew up on the internet and watching edgy creators, then actually went out in the real world and saw real people. There's a reason why the most edgiest creators on any platform, most of their audience is teenagers, because that's when you're the most on the internet and have the least life experience. There's also rebrands that are straight up a hard launch and the person is saying this is exactly how they're going to be moving like, which is usually more dangerous because you're telling the entire audience you built up that you're no longer that person they watched. And the newest rebrand we have from a big creator is none other than Cenat. I don't think we've had a hard launch rebrand from somebody as big as Cenat in a while. Not too long ago was he yelling yacht at women getting up on his stream.
So
I'm sorry. Let me lock him out real quick.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? All right, bet. Go ahead.
Damn, loud as
the
fuck.
thought of an historian in the year 2900.
I will also say though, I have no idea what this rebrand is about. So, yeah.
Going back to this time and studying these type of clips always crosses my mind. And now Kai's brand new look is him launching a fashion brand and trying to become a designer himself, while also self-helping himself by trying to fix his reading struggles and working out. Off the wording itself, it doesn't sound bad at all. There's been two reactions to this. One being people who just hate to hate and basically hate on anything Kai does. If Kai does something like save a cat from a tree, they're in the comments saying some like he's worse than Hitler. Then there's another group of people who genuinely just find his rebrand corny and don't like it. And if you see my videos, I've defended Kai from random who just hate to hate on the internet or try to find a random problem. But I've also been critical of Kai, and this rebrand was
executed terribly.
This all started back when he ended his subathon at the end of September in 2025. He hit 1 million subs, had 1 million viewers at the end. He had every celebrity in the book on it. LeBron James shaved his head on stream. We could have just left the last part. All we needed to see was the king on stream. And after his stream ended, he decided to take a long hiatus to spend it with his girlfriend vacationing around the world, seeing different places. Kind of awkward knowing that now, considering they just went through a pretty public breakup and she's dissing all of his friends and people around him. On this vacation, he was probably trying to think of how he would even come back and be able to top what he just did. Like, if I was in Kai's position, I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't know what the to do. I broke a record that probably won't be beat in our lifetime and had LeBron James on at the same time. I gotta end off everything with that. Which is why he announced in a video on January 13th that he's officially quitting streaming. And it turns out that was actually clickbait, shocker. The whole video was an announcement for his fashion brand and showing his journey on making his clothing brand, while also announcing he's been secretly posting videos on another channel channel that would document his journey. This was probably the worst thing he did in his rebrand and is the thing people are making fun of the most. In the reading videos, one weird thing he does is flex the phone timer after his reading time is supposed to end to show people that he's become a reading god above the average human brain input and output.
Location, creating and implementation intention is a strategy you can use. You can use pair a new habit with a specific time and location. The implementation intention formula is I will behavior and time and location. Habit stacking is a strategy you can use. The ability of ending the emotional pain, which can open the door for you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been 30 minutes.
Implementation intention is a strategy that you can use. If you already want a 40D1.
Like, alright, man, we get it. You now have reached the same reading.
I now see. Okay. I now see some issues. All right. Personally, off rip, I would have just like actually quit streaming. Would that have been like crazy though? I don't think that would have been crazy. Like actually quit streaming. It's not. It's like you have. Like you could keep making the videos and stuff. I just think I would have actually quit streaming off that. Like if your idea is to move into another type of business, and you still want to, you know, keep your social media business open, I think it's not bad to quit that streaming aspect, but continue the social aspect and the documentation. The documenting thing, I can mess with that. The reading timer thing was kind of weird, but other than that, like documenting your journey while like going into another phase of your life you want to go into, I don't think that's terrible. But again, like he said, it was executed horribly. It's just, you just need better execution with that. I think in the end, his brand and everything, like what he's doing, I think it'll work.
Comprehension as Shakespeare. If he didn't put this timer bit into the reading videos, it wouldn't have received even close to the amount of hate it's getting. In the comments of all the vids, people are basically clowning him, saying he's trying too hard to be performative with it, and also are saying he's reading but not actually comprehending what it's saying. Something that could have made it better is if he showed some notes that he was writing down while reading the books to show that he was.
That's true. Doing oh my gosh, what is the word, bro? Not addendums. But it's when you're like reading and you decide to also put down sticky notes and note take. Like it's like note taking, but for specifically like when you're in English and after reading the book for the first time, you go back, read it, catch certain plot points, and then you can use that for like your assignments and stuff. I forgot what that word is.
Actually retaining the information and keeping what the book's actually saying in his head. Unironically, middle school teachers got one up on that. They was right on that because you do not retain shit after reading a book for the first time. But that timer thing was gonna cook him either way. He's got to put that one in the closet. Overall, it is good he's actually taking initiative to improve himself though. And there's clips too where he doesn't understand a word, so he searches up what it means on camera. Where people are clowning him for not knowing a word's meaning, which I find so weird. People will always say try to improve yourself by reading books or going to the gym.
Like, I don't understand that thing. Like, how is it more embarrassing, like, not knowing a word than some other shit, bro? There are definitely words in the English language some of these fuckers don't know, but they're gonna clown you for not knowing a word. Like, bro, some people forget what fucking... I don't even know. Like, shit can't even come to my mind right now. That's just actually fucking weird.
Or learning whatever habit, and when you showcase yourself trying to improve yourself, they just clown you. In 2026, a can't even be curious about something without getting the sped allegations. Meanwhile, those same people are fat chuds on the internet that do nothing but comment on people's all day. And we kind of do need more people reading, at least in America, because the amount people's reading comprehension has gone down is atrocious. I know this as a creator because I'll say something, a person won't even finish the video or just pause on that part, then go in the comment section writing a whole paragraph explaining why they hate me and how my take is wrong.
Fucking no, like no, let's just simplify it even further. All types of literacy needs to go up. Media literacy, literal literacy, reading literacy, fucking political literacy, just everything, just fucking everything. Just improve human cognition. interpretation and on everything. We need to be able to think things through, like observe something fully and think it through before we commit to an action. Like seriously.
The population reads at a 6th grade level here. We gotta start doing reading clubs again.
Functional
I'm glad
literacy,
to be in
that's
the
what
group of Gen Z kids that got out school right when AI was about to hit. Because if I was in school right now, I'll let y'all know, I would be a couple of octaves.
I won't lie. Look. AI is useful for the busy work that you don't want to do. The thing that comes with that though is being able to understand why that busy work or what the busy work is trying to teach you. For example, let's say you got to write down vocab terms, you got to do like multiple things to it. You just plug that shit into chat or Copilot and it spits it out, right? Do you actually understand the purpose for the reason they did that? Like you did that. Do you understand why specifically? That's my comment writers. That's alarm. My bad. Do you understand why like the teacher did that for this course? Do you understand what that content is? If you do, cool. You just wanted to complete some busy work and get it over with. But if you don't, you're just being lazy and you're kind of messing up yourself, because now when the test comes later and there's a short answer that those words could have helped you with, you don't know.
Dumber than I already am. Then there's the fashion pivot. On that same channel, he's posting videos of him learning how to make clothes for his fashion brand, which doesn't have as much hate as the reading, but it's more of the way he presents it, I would say. His fashion brand is called Vivette, and one way he's advertising it is with his own journal. The journal having designs and sketches of what he wants in it. And the way he's talking about this journal and flexing it, you would think he's writing some new verses for the Bible. Even on the Vivette website, only way you...
I won't lie, I would also present it like that though. The idea is to present this journal as the thing, but this is the fucking... If the journal is where the designs and the thoughts and everything come from, treat that shit like the Gravity Falls journals. This is the base and the fucking blueprint. Or not even the Gravity Falls. What's a good journal example? Someone put it in the comments, like a good journal example for it. Like, I think the presentation on that is key though. I think presenting it like that, as that being like, this is where everything for this is coming from. It's essentially the Bible for the company. So I don't think presenting it like that is bad.
You can see the journal is if you sign up and join the waitlist. So it's clear the journal is the main marketing tactic he has for his whole fashion brand, which isn't an uncommon thing. Every fashion designer has their own type of documentation of the process of making a product.
Yeah, that's not bad. That being the main advertising, that's also not bad. But how does the advertising compare to the product? I do want to see this. Like, imagine this, if it wasn't like the main thing, like if it is like the main thing, imagine it wasn't the main thing, but if you like went to the history of page or the about page, it showed the journal, right? And it showed bits and pieces of the journal of like, or there was just a journal section showing like where the best lines or the best releases and how they came to be from that journal. I think that'd be solid. And him advertising and talking about the journal like this, and like it's solid. But if that's the main front piece, I do see how some people could have a problem with that. But again, at the end of the day, it's advertising and it's execution. So let's see.
Kanye is somebody who did this a lot and showed off his sketches.
Where the fuck did my sound go?
Common thing, every fashion designer has their own type of documentation of the process of making a product. Kanye is somebody who did this a lot and showed off his sketches. It's confusing on Kai's vision for sketches. It's confusing.
Where the fuck did the sound go there? The hell, Tommy?
On Kai's vision for it, because in different videos he's saying so many things about what it's supposed to be, and he's changing the camera quality on the videos to make it look more like a documentary, which is now being called the performative quality. The funniest one has got...
God almighty, can we fucking remove the word performative? God Like, I get it. It's something that is, but y'all are just sticking it every fucking where. God, performative this, performative that. Nigga, you actually know what a performative nigga fucking looks like. Just fucking use it then. It's like making up shit for fucking scenarios that don't fucking need it. Performative lens, performative quality. Are we dead ass? Like, bro, what's performative about that? I would also do the same thing. Make it look like, make the camera quality or the way it's shot look like a documentary if I'm documenting shit.
Gotta be him recording himself writing in his journal on a 3DS, which got deleted.
I don't know how to describe it. It's like a track, right? And then everybody's on it. And then when you achieve a lot or you do good, you start to succeed. You start to exceed it. Like you start to keep going at a crazy. The way like I'm a little dark and shit. Like shit dark for me. But as soon as I hold this journal up, it's a lot like more focused on it.
That journal better have the cure to cancer the way he's showing it. Crazy thing is, even if the journal does have good designs and people want to buy it, the videos have cooked anything associated to it. People will just look back at the videos and start dying laughing. There was absolutely zero need to record this video on a 3DS. I feel like even he looked back at this and said, all right, I'm doing too much. While people were memeing the whole thing, it also opened the floodgates of old clips showing Kai trying to fit in with certain things, where you can't put it any other way. He's just saying some to be performative for the camera.
Yo, if you could describe your outfit with a song, what would it be?
Viva La Vida by Cosplay. These are kind of busted up by headphones.
You do not use those. You do not use those. Why you capping this? You do not use those.
No. Yeah, he do. Look. These are the 16, 15 iPhones.
Thank you. These don't work.
No, it just broke today.
How it broke?
Kai, you can use AirPods. We know you're rich, dog. And before people get on my ass for wearing these wired headphones, look back the past 4 years. I've been wearing these in every single video the past 4 years, all right?
I'm about to say, them shits are a part of his channel. I don't think I've ever seen this nigga without these headphones.
I'm not faking. I'm not sure why he does it or if he tries to do it subtly so people don't notice much. But in 2026, with all the forms of social media we got, people are gonna be able to tell when you're faking it. I do believe, though, that even with all these performative shenanigans, he actually got into fashion and likes it. You can tell his fashion game has changed a lot in the past couple of years. And I'm sure people will say,
yeah, no, 100%. And that's what I think will make this successful, is because this is a genuine fucking passion for it. I will make the conclusion, hypothesis, what the fuck is the word? I will come to the conclusion that he is passionate about this and it will succeed because of that passion. And it will not fail due to him. Hopefully.
Say that this whole thing is fake or a grift because it happened so soon. That can happen to anyone with anything, though. Sometimes you get into something and like it so much a lot in a short period of time, you want to start trying it yourself or going out into that industry. The way he's advertising it, though, is
yeah, the advertisement what the fuck is the word? Execution. I don't know why I was thinking exposition. God damn it. The advertisement and execution definitely was not the best internet wise. I don't think there were definitely problems actually. Bit too much done. But I think the idea, I think he could have cooked with the idea, just didn't go too well. But I think hopefully, not even I think, I know Kai being Kai, someone who's been on the internet for long enough, someone who's done what he's done, will recover like the actual advertising, the brand, what everyone thinks. He'll recover from this, bro. I have the confidence in that. What I don't know about is whether I'd be able to afford this shit, because it already seems expensive.
Way too performative. There's clips of him walking around with the journal in Paris Fashion Week, and it looked like he was protecting an ancient scripture that had burned down what vaporized half of humanity's information.
Again, I would too. Yeah, bro, comparing notes. Like, hold on. I don't, that's not bad though. That's like me going to a reactors that's like, I'll be honest, I don't watch other reactors content. I'll drop leave the video to run while I do something else for the watch time purposes, but I don't watch other reactors content because I feel like that'll influence how I react to my content. Besides Simba, Yo-Yo, Stan, Aaron, all of them, they don't react to nerdcore though. The way I'm saying I don't watch other reactors, I don't watch other nerdcore reactors, and of course I don't watch people if it looks like they're about to react to a video I put on my react list. But I don't watch other nerdcore reactors. I'll support them by going reposting their shit, liking their shit. And if my reaction comes out and I see their reaction come up on my screen, maybe I'll post it to the community tab. I got to start doing that. I would want to support them, but I can't watch them because that might influence how I react to videos. Because it took me a while to get to the point where I was like, you know what, let's run it back for the lyrics. I want to get more analytical. Even if the video copy doesn't get uncopyrighted, I want to take my stance that I'm here because I love nerdcore and I want to understand it more. I want to be in that position. That's also why I have my homie teach me about music from time to time, because I want to learn more about how stuff is mixed. I want to try and give y'all better reactions to that. I feel like though, if I watch someone else's nerdcore reaction, it'll maybe feel like I'm doing too much by trying to up that quality instead of the actual quality. But that quality that can be up is free. I can't up this camera quality, and I cannot up my any other quality I can think of because it's not free. Basically, comparison makes sense because you want to see if you're doing anything wrong, or you want to see how their stuff compares to your stuff. That was a long rant and it was a good lesson, but it was the craziest fucking sidebar I've ever done.
Wow.
Again, also would
before I
have
saw
the
these
journal
clips,
in
honestly,
hand.
I didn't understand why people were saying the rebrand is performative. And as soon as I saw these clips, I understood why. Whoever told him on his team that this will look tough gotta be fired. Other fashion designers there were probably looking.
I will say, if there were just random people recording this though, they're also kind of weird, nigga, mind your business on one hand, but it's also oh, it's Kai, he's walking around, but putting the narrative and context in that, I'm sorry, fucking weird. Cause dude's just walking around with his journal, trying to be about his shit, trying to be yo, I'm locked into this shit, dog. Okay, this is what I'm seeing in fashion. Let me see what my shit's like. I'm not trying to overly defend. I'm just saying I would understand seeing this. I wouldn't record it and put the caption in context like that. Because I don't I personally just don't like randomly fucking recording people, but also I feel like that's kind of weird.
Confused as hell. This isn't to say that Kai's clothing brand is gonna come out and look trash or ugly, but it's more of the marketing tactic and how it was done. In fact, I think a lot of the people hating saying the clothes are gonna look ass would start wearing it if all of a sudden people actually like it and start wearing it out. One thing Kai's gonna mainly struggle with in the fashion industry is trying to have this new persona while his old clips still being mega viral and out there, which is
I wouldn't say, I mean, if that is a struggle, at the end of the day, you're trying to I will also say trying to do a new persona type of thing is kind of because I can't say don't worry about it too much, mental health and all, but it's it shouldn't have if a rebrand was kind of meh, it should have been a next step, but can't do much now.
Why I said at the start, it's better when a transformation naturally happens on its own and isn't a hard pivot, because not only is he gonna get low, bro.
I mean, it could have happened on his own, and even if it was a hard pivot, it was more of an evolution. It's got to be seen as more of an evolution then, well, a hard pivot. It's got to be going from the road to the highway rather than going on the road and then making a fucking U-turn into a dense forest.
The fashion elites there, and they'll just see him as the streamer guy. Also, it's the clips and what type of streamer he was, doing a bunch of goofy stuff for stream. It's way easier for you to be a small content creator and have collabs with bigger content creators because content creators are usually more genuine, which can lead to you blowing up and having your own career. The fashion industry is just like the music industry. It's cutthroat. They'll tell you if your shit is ass, or a company will deny making the clothes because they don't think it will sell well. And people memeing this whole thing is definitely not helping potential fashion collaborators take it more serious. The whole jump into it was very fast though. It was only 3.5 months he was gone before doing this whole change. I feel like minimum you need a year for something like this. I guess for now we're gonna have to wait and see how it goes. I don't know if he's gonna...
I don't think the time was too much of an issue. Like, for all you... Like, he could have been prepping this for a while, but at the same time, I would not say... I would say I want to get into a fashion brand. And of course, like, if he has this shit ready and it's like releasing soon, then yeah, advertise that shit. But it's like he's saying, the way it's going about it with the journal and people saying it's performative, it's just not looking good. But I don't think he's doing too much. The 3DS thing was definitely too much, but everything else isn't too much. It's honestly people fucking being people. TikTok being TikTok, social media being social media. Giving the context when it's like, bro could just be fucking trying to walk around.
Completely quit streaming, but if I was his friend giving advice, I say hell no. No matter what, as a content creator, unless you're gonna retire after like 10 or 15 years, you gotta serve the people that built you up to what you are, or maybe that's only me. So y'all will have me for another painstaking 10 years at minimum. Enjoy. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you.
Yeah, I don't know. I like completely quitting streaming. Yeah, I feel like that would have made sense though. Like, if your entire thing is that you're more passionate about clothing and you think streaming is not it for you anymore, then I think you should just like move on to documenting your journey throughout the clothing brand, and you could still be in the streaming space, but you could be more in the fashion space, you know? Like, we don't know where I don't know if he wants to go like full fashion or if he wants to be a streamer with a legitimate fashion brand. But if bro wants to go full fashion and doesn't want to stream anymore, I don't think that's a bad idea. That puts more focus, takes away from one thing. I think at the end of the day, I just want to see what happens. Will the brand launch go well? Will the advertising recover? Will any TikToks of this actually surface on my For You page, or am I just too untapped for that to happen? I don't know. But anyways, y'all, that is going to be When Rebranding Fails, Cenat by TommyNFG. Make sure you guys go like, subscribe, support the original video. Share this video and the original video. Go ahead and comment and share. I already said share. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry if I'm a little sleepy. I shoveled a lot. I shoveled snow and got fucking ice out of the fucking parking spot today, so I could go back to classes. Anyways, I will see you guys next time.
Kick the body once just to be sure. Oh yeah, that's a red dead deputy. Full clip with the red dead weaponry. Go chopper still over there next to me. Bullets beats out of they hit him with force. Boys ride with no bitch in the back of it. Yeehaw from the burn, I'm smacking it. Put the weed to the gun when I'm packing it. Red shot, hit him all you see is a red dot.